Introduction. Sports writing as a theme of research has not been widely explored by many. However, it is vital to note that although the sport is viewed mainly as activities, healthy lifestyle, and physical abilities, writing also contributes to the area. Furthermore, the writing aspect can assist those who cannot participate in sports to gain insight into the world of sport. Not only do the people benefit from sports writing as an informational source, but they can reflect on a variety of sporting events and form their own opinion on the matter. Therefore, such aspects as the perception of writing in sports, journalists' take on sports, and famous players' contribution to the field are crucial components of understanding sports writing as a process. Societal role of sports writing. Sports writing as a theme has become more widespread in recent years. Although this type of writing still lacks research and more detailed analysis, some studies show how sports are intricately connected to humanities. It implies that the societal role in sports writing is undeniable, and the two aspects are better seen through the connection between them. However, the publications in the field of sport that highlight the relationship between sports and humanities are quite limited. Such a tendency exists because interdisciplinary works require more effort, and their outcomes are uncertain. Therefore, those are considered less researched than others. The increase in studying sports in strong connection to society could become a solution for many issues regarding sports writing gaining more popularity. Sports writing perception. The aim of writing regarding sports has timely been considered to only praise the sportsman's victory or highlight particular accomplishments. However, it has been proven to be different. According to Das, scholars working in the field of sports writing have previously been satisfied with only mentioning sporting victories and state the facts, but in recent years the sports writing has mainly developed beyond this. Sport, in general, carries an incredibly significant role for a society that is hard to overlook and helps people identify personal abilities that can help them succeed in any profession. The texts in which the individual's opportunities are mentioned serve as a great representation of personal development and eventually lead to success. Therefore, the development of the writing aspect in sports can largely influence people's opinion on sport writing in general. The lack of sports writing in consideration of other disciplines has become an issue, preventing scholars from examining the field from different standpoints. From the researcher's perspective, sport is connected to psychology and coach mindset in particular. Therefore, the involvement of psychology in sports is undeniable, as it is linked to the athlete's performance on the field. Analyzing sports writing by relating it to the social sciences would be beneficial for the research in athleticism. However, the papers written on the matter are numbered. One of the main perception problems of sports writing is the absence of interdisciplinary cross-referencing, which would be beneficial for understanding and interpreting sports as a study. Role of journalism in sports. Journalism as a type of writing has a significant role in sports writing as a whole. Over the recent years, journalists have been covering different topics, including sporting events and changes made to the sports industry. A single element that has remained despite the shifts occurring is the engagement in sports. Many people who have a great passion for sports have primarily contributed to journalism in sports and successfully engaged the reader in its topics. The increased popularity of sports magazines and many journalists attending famous sporting events shows that journalism as a writing aspect plays a significant role in the sports industry in general. The shift in journalists' perception has occurred in the recent years of sport writing development. The issue that has arisen is the role conflict for younger sports journalists that lies within the divide between examining sport as fans and covering it as journalists. Historically, sports journalism's objective was to cover events and state the achievements of prominent sportspeople. Therefore, the sport itself had served as a topic under discussion. Nowadays, sports' role in sports journalism has shifted and became more about sportspeople's personalities and human frailties. In addition, sports journalists currently have the determination of the importance of the sporting event as one of their main objectives. The presentation of a sporting event has also become an important topic under discussion. Those factors resulted in younger journalists' shift in perception of the subject area they are working on from the journalist standpoint towards the fan standpoint. Contribution of prominent athletes to sports and research. While discussing sports and its relation to writing, it is necessary to state the role of famous athletes who contributed to sports as their profession and the research aspect of it. Jackie Robinson, a professional baseball player, contributed to racial segregation in baseball by becoming the first African American to play in a major league. His contribution to the research aspect lies in his participation in the civil rights movement, which proved racial segregation wrong. Serena Williams, a successful tennis player, alongside her sister, has won a significant number of Grand Slam titles and has had her part in research by becoming the first female to achieve this number of titles. Tom Brady, a professional football player, apart from accomplishing his professional career goals, has contributed to the research as well by holding an ambition to become a U.S. Senator and participating in many political activities. These acts showed that athletes could be present in politics as much as the professionals in the area. Therefore, athletes' contribution to the research of sports is undeniable. Conclusion. In conclusion, sports, in general, play a vital part in people's lives, but the writing aspect of sport is not less essential and remains a topic under discussion. The societal role of sports writing and research proves its significance by highlighting its connection to other aspects of life, such as psychology. The perception of sports writing has shifted over the years, and its main objectives have changed to be broader and cover various aspects. Journalism and sporting events coverage also underwent some changes, yet its importance in sport as science remains. In addition, prominent athletes have contributed to the research aspect of sport by taking part in multiple aspects of life outside of it and influencing them one way or another. You can find this and many other essay samples on our website, studycorgi.com.